You could buy a private island for this much? Jeremy with the Night Group, your favorite Austin realtor. You know, sometimes I get a little tired of doing the common videos about the Austin housing market, about where to buy new construction, what's happening in new constructions. And sometimes I like to mix it up and have fun. Now, if you have questions about that, definitely reach out to us in the Night Group. We'd love to help you. So I found this article about Reggie Bullock from the Dallas Mavericks buying a private island in Belize. And I thought to myself, how much does a private island cost? And for what cost would it cost to get a private island versus buying a really cool house here on the lake in Austin? So we're going to compare buying literally islands all around the world compared to buying locally here in the Austin market. There's a lot of fun, and you are not going to believe the pricing on some of these private islands that you can purchase. If you want to buy a private island, I don't sell them, but I'm sure to put you in touch with somebody that does. Drop a comment below. If you love videos like this or anything, I want to hear it from you. If you hate videos like this, definitely drop that comment because we're here to have fun on this channel. Okay, let's get started. So I found this website, and it's called privateislands.com, I think, or Inc. You can actually buy an island on the Carolina Cays, which is in South Carolina, between $399 and $600,000. Now they're saying that these are 10-acre islands, so you can get a 10-acre island. Now I should do this with like buying 10 acres in Austin. I guarantee you 10 acres is going to be way more expensive than $600,000. Now keep in mind, you still got to build on these islands. But they have, 240 acres stretching 3 miles of 10-acre properties, and there are 24 islands for sale, starting at $399. Here's kind of just a quick little video of what they have. It's pretty nice. Then I said to myself, Jeremy, what would that get me in the Austin area? And here's what I found. These are all waterfront properties that are on our MLS. And right now, if you wanted to buy a lakeside property in Texas for $420,000, you get like this condo, 1,300 square foot condo for $420,000. With the water going down, you actually don't get water sometimes, and so you don't actually have a lake. I looked at a house a long time ago that was like $600,000 with no lake, and 3 months later it had a lake, which was pretty interesting. So if you wanted to buy just a condo or something small right on the lake or the river, you could do it for $495. If you want to do that, reach out to me. Here's the next one I want to show you, and this one is $600,000. $600,000. Yeah, you can buy an island for $600,000 in Belize. Sapodilla Cays. I nailed it. So this is 5-star luxury. So this group that's selling this $600,000 island actually has done some models and mocked up some stuff. So we'll see that in a second. So 5 acres. Let's look at some of the photos of this. This is an ideal private island to me. I think I'm gonna have to go to Belize. Do you want to go to Belize? Look at this. So this is kind of a mock-up of some of the other islands that they've done as far as building. Let's actually go back and check out one of their websites. So this is something they've spec'd out. Look how cool this looks. Now I'd be scared of hurricanes and stuff like that, but check that out. Can you imagine buying an island like that and putting a house on it? Would you? I want one right now. You actually, you know what? I gotta call Belize and buy one right now. Okay, so what would $600,000 get you in the Austin market? And so here's what land would cost you right here. This is not even a full acre. This is 0.95 of an acre. This is right on Lake Travis. All the waterfront you get is this little tiny canal, it looks like. So this is what you get for $600,000. Would you rather buy this lot in Texas for $600,000 or buy a place in Belize? You let me know in the comment section. You got one or the other. I'm probably gonna go with $600,000 in Belize. What would you do? If we move our way up to $1.5 million, we have this property in Canada, Nova Scotia. So I've never been to Nova Scotia. Have you? Is this going to be worth it? So here we go. This is a 48-acre island. Geez, you cannot buy 48 acres for $1.5 million in Austin. We're going to have to pull that up, but I don't think you can buy 48 acres for $1.5 million. That's crazy. Now, I wonder if this gets snow at all. But would you want to buy an island like this in Nova Scotia, Canada for $1.5 million? But wait, let me show you what you can buy for $1.5 million in the Austin area. Here we go. You're gonna get Lake Austin near Point Venture, $1.5 million for 1.9 acres. Let's check this out. And I don't think there's anything on this. This is just land. Oh, there's like a little hut on it. So you kind of have a little hut on this. So I guess this would be cool for fires and entertaining, but this is pretty much vacant land as well, other than this hut. I mean, I guess this is cool, but for $1.5 million, would you rather have 48 acres in Canada for $1.5 million or 1.9 acres in around the Austin area with, you know, some water views? I mean, this does have more lake than the last one we saw, but what are you thinking here? Would you buy this? Okay, so let's see what $2 million gets us in the Private Islands website. Now we're going back to Canada and Ontario. This is Georgian Bay. This is going to be a 4.8 acre property. Now look, this is pretty cool because it does actually have a house on it based on the picture right here. Let's see what it says. It has a 1,500 square foot cedar post and beam Lindale custom main cottage incorporating signature elements of Wainwright's. Like, this is great. This is fantastic. 4.8 for $2 million US. I mean, I don't know how cold it's going to get there though, so you might not get, you know, that beautiful, you know, year-round perfectness that you might get for $600,000 in Belize. And it doesn't get as cold in Austin as it does in Canada. But this is a cool little 1,500 square foot house for $2 million. I better call my Canadian friends. I might have to move to Canada. Would you move to Canada for this house? You tell me in the comments below. But let's see what we get for $2 million in the Austin market. Now, I like to go to the Austin Luxury Network sometimes and see what's on the Austin Luxury Network. So when you look at the MLS is separate. The Austin Luxury Network is a little bit more off-market properties that are above $1 million. So this is a 3,300 square foot home with 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 2 living areas, 2 garages in Spicewood. Give you a quick idea of where that is. It is outside of Austin, a little bit more like Briarcliff, but this is on the water at the preserve at Lake Travis. This is listed by Mary Ann McMahon and Kathy Richards. It's on Seabiscuit. So you do have other homes in here. I mean, I like it. But you're not going to get a lot of acreage like you would with the $2 million Canada property, yet it is going to be a lot warmer. You do get boat slips with this, though. This is kind of cool. You know, you are going to see your neighbors. You do get some lake views, it looks like, from this property. Not a ton of lake views, though. I think, you know, if you're on another section of this, you'd probably have more lake views than what you get here. I mean, you do kind of get some lake views. So what are you going to do here? $2 million there. $2 million in Canada. Which one do you pick on this one? I think we got to bump up our price point a little bit, don't you? Let's go to the $5 million price point and let's see what you get on the Private Islands Inc. website. And that actually gets this Caribbean island in Grenada. If you've ever been to Grenada, I have. Great place to visit. So this is a 10-acre island and it's private island for $4.95 million. And you get, it says the island is sheltered by other beautiful islands and coral reefs ranging in depth from 8 to 40 feet that provide shelter as well as recreation adventure. Super yachts can be anchored mere feet from its shore in the deep water channel. This is sweet. $5 million. Can somebody loan me $5 million bucks to buy this one in the Caribbean? Look at the water. Oh my gosh. Grenada, whatever you want to call it, has beautiful water. And look, you can park a boat in the channel here. Oh, there's cliffside on this. That's amazing. There's a cliff. You can, well, I don't think you're going to be able to cliff dive off that, but I'm sure you'd be able to do a lot of fishing and then build like a lookout point on top of this. That's pretty sweet for $5 million bucks. I wonder what the Austin Luxury Network has to show us for $5 million. Let's take a look. All right, so here's what we get for $5 million in the Austin area with lake views or on the lake. This is 70 Rainy. This is a condo off Rainy Street. This is listed at $4.95 million, and this is listed by Mary Ann McMahon as well. This is a 3-bedroom, 1 living area, 2 garage, 2,200 square foot property. It was built in 2018 for $5 million. Now there's a lot of amenities at 70 Rainy, so think about that. Plus you have all the bars and restaurants and fun stuff. Look at the sunset from this property. You do get hill country views from 70 Rainy. I really do love this condo, but I don't know, for $5 million being in the Caribbean. Now, keep in mind that you're going to probably spend another $2, $3, $4 million building a house and all that fun stuff on there. But would you take this downtown condo in Austin, or would you buy that place in Grenada. I'd love to hear from you. Let's bump our price point up one more time and let's go to $6.8 million. Let's see what we have. So we're going back to Canada. I feel like Canada has all the islands, but this is a 5,200 acre island for $6.8 million in Ontario, Canada. I'm gonna have to call my Ontario, Canada friends and see if they can get me a tour of this island. But 5,200 acres, it's got a lot of waterfront. This is pretty impressive. 5,200 acres for $6.8 million. You're gonna have to put a property on this. I don't know that I'd really wanna maintain 5,200 acres. I don't know that I'm gonna buy this one for $6.8 million. I feel like it's gonna be hard to get to. I think all of these will be hard to get to, but $6.8 million for 5,200 acres. Would you buy that? Or let me show you another property. So this property is out near Lakeway. It's listed at $6.9 million with Windy Park from Moreland Properties. Here gives you a good idea. It is about 25, 30 minutes, probably 40 minutes from downtown in the Lakeway area. It's listed at 6.9 million. It's a 6,200 square foot home and it's got 10 acres. 10 acres is closer to some of the stuff that we've been looking at. It does have a pool that looks like an infinity edge into the lake. That's really cool. Look at all the trees, lots of mature trees on this property. Its own boat dock right on the water. For $6.9 million, I don't know. I might actually live in Austin on this one compared to the other one, but I feel like if I would have bought one of the lower priced islands and put a property on it, I'd have everything I need. But one thing I haven't even thought about is like, how do you like get an HEB or something out there to the islands? Like, how do you actually get provisions on an island, or do you just fish all day and eat fish? Drop a comment below. I want to hear from you on that. So what are we thinking though? Do you think $6.85 million in Canada for, what did we say, 5,200 acres or something like that, or 10 acres in Austin for a 6,000 square foot home with an infinity edge? Let's bump up the price to the highest one on this list. So this takes us all the way down to Australia and the South Pacific for $18.5 million. This is cool. So this is called Pumpkin Island in Australia. This is an exclusive opportunity to secure a rare jewel in the southern Great Barrier Reef. It is 14 kilometers off of the coast of Yeppoon, I probably butchered that, and 10 kilometers north of the Great Keppel Islands. Let's see, this is 15 acres in total, offers an eco-friendly accommodation up to 34 guests and 5 self-sustained ocean guest property cottages with outdoor decks, 2 bungalows. This is sweet. $18.5 million. Are you buying this? Or let me show you what you can buy for $19 million in the Austin area. Okay, so this is in the coveted Terrytown area in Austin. It's listed by Bridget Ramey. And this property is $19.9 million on the Austin Luxury Network. So this is on 0.6 of an acre. It's a 2002 build, 5 bedrooms, 6 bath, 6,400 square feet for $19.9 million. Would you rather have this or the self-sufficient eco-friendly island? So you have a pool that overlooks the water, 3-car garage, your own boat dock. This boat dock looks cool. What I love about this is that it's very wooded and serene. So if you're looking for one of those like serene properties where you're kind of not bothered by anybody, this is a great property. If you want to buy this home in Austin, definitely reach out to me. 19.9 million versus this versus buying something in Australia. Now you got to think about all the time it takes to fly down to Australia, but you'd live there full time. Which would you buy? Out of all of these, which would you buy? Would you buy land in Austin? Would you buy some of these crazy islands? Join me at the night group. Drop a comment below. If you like videos like this, I want to hear from you. I'll make some more. You tell me. Catch you in the next video.